Pattern's commitment to community starts with our commitment to our employees and their family. That is a very critical piece of our business and the foundation of who we are. Our commitment is to the community in which our projects are located. We believe in being good neighbors and good stewards of the land.
I'm actually fourth generation here, so very proud of that. I actually grew up here in this home, on this property, in this community. You know, to be able to live in a rural community, and especially here, I mean, we're here to take care of what we have. It's really vital. We're really connected to the land, to the community, and it's just a very special experience. The Boerne Regional Community Fund was essentially started because Pattern Energy really wanted to give this great donation to the community. Major recipients for the Boerne Regional Community Fund really will be any local volunteer charitable organization that comes up with a great idea for a wonderful project that can benefit the community for perpetuity. You know, we plan to have a granting cycle every single year, forever.
The Shasta Regional Community Foundation became involved with the Hatchet Ridge Wind Project when the Chamber President called. They chose to work with us to craft a giving program that would make sense for them. Pattern Energy gave us the opportunity to work with the community and have them develop how they wanted to best exercise their philanthropic giving. So it was really perfect. They understand the needs of the community. They live, work, and play there every single day. And it was really one of those wonderful experiences to have an unrestricted pool of money and then have people make the decisions about where it goes. The money's being spent on fire engines for the volunteer fire departments. It's being spent for hospital improvements. It's being spent to help the Little League raise more money. It's being spent on another economic development project, which is really big in Boerne, which is Christmas Tree Lane. So it's really being spent on community needs, but also community dreams.
The Boerne Fall River Education Foundation originated 19 years ago. It funds grants that teachers write that go directly to the students in the classroom. Pattern contacted the Chamber of Commerce and we were recommended, which delighted us because their money goes directly to the children and the teachers, not to a big block grant. It goes directly to them.
We need to invest in our children, and if politicians and government can't do it, then I think it's a responsibility of companies to step up and try and say, hey, we believe in it so much, we're going to put our money where our mouth is. And that's what Pattern's done here. They wanted to show from the very beginning that we're committed. We're committed to being here. We're here long term, and we're going to make a long-term commitment to your schools and to your community.
Technology-wise, it brought our school up to date.
Here in our school district, we're lucky enough to have a community foundation, the Boerne Fall River Education Foundation, and they support our school district by providing teacher-written grants. And so Pattern Energy made a donation to the foundation. So as a teacher, I'm able to write grants for really cool stuff that would not be in my classroom otherwise. Over the years, I've been able to purchase things like a smart board and electronic responders, things that motivate the kids and make them fully engaged in their learning on a daily basis. Because California has so many budget constraints, having money from outside organizations like Pattern Energy really enables our school to be more effective overall. So the technology that we're able to purchase is helping all of the classrooms in our school, but also to supplement some of the areas that we've had to cut back. So hands-on materials for science, for music, for art, those types of things will be able to come back into the classroom because of this extra funding source. Students who are excited about their learning, motivated in their learning, they come to school, they make positive choices outside of school, and that improves our community as a whole. The kinds of things that we're able to do in the classroom because of the Pattern Energy money is going to make the students more engaged in their learning. Their learning will be more meaningful, it'll have a bigger impact on their education, and that of course has an impact on the entire rest of their life. Those windmills are just amazingly cool. To be able to look up there and see them spinning and know that we're producing good, clean energy, it feels pretty good.
Working with Pattern Energy has just been wonderful. They're just so nice and friendly every time, like we're friends, like we've made a group of friends. I'm in favor of clean, renewable energy. I'm in favor of what helps our community. It not only has helped in education, it gave a lot of people jobs and security, and in the community when we had more people working, the restaurants benefited, the hotels and motels benefited. It's been a big plus for the community.
The wind farm itself has been good for business. I believe they've been here about 2 years, and most of the guys come in here. They have a lot of fun, they eat, they drink, and they're merry all the time. We actually started a league for the wind farmers, for all the workers, and everybody had a lot of fun. So it's actually been very good for business. The economy being down the way it is, when the wind farmers came into town, they did help pick up some of the slack that was missing from the economy.
Well, it was good for the local economy. I talked to a lot of people, different businesses, and us too, between all the workers that were here. In the 4 years we've been in business, this was our best summer. I think it was good for the community.
It created an energy in town that was really, really nice. People started fixing storefronts, started doing little improvements. We started having cleanup committees, trying to make things better here in Boerne. We usually have a pretty good summer business, but things pretty much die down in the winter. But this past winter, because of this project, we had a lot of different people staying here that normally we would not have. I'm hoping that it's something that people will be able to come and see that it's not distracting from our community. It's not unattractive, and it's something that can generate a lot of energy, and realize that that's the direction we need to start looking as a nation.
Business before the Hatchet Ridge project was just beginning to slow. Up here, we joke that we're always in a recession in a small town, always. But even for this area, it was starting to slow, and you could see the change. To get such a sizable project for us and here locally was such a gift. It was such a gift. At one point, we had 75 families that were relying upon the wind farm project, and it was such a tremendous blessing.
My impressions of Pattern Energy as a company is very professional. Everything's been very forthright and upfront. They followed through on everything they said they were going to do. I think the communities really need to make sure that they do their research, that they read the environmental impact report. They need to be willing to pick up the phone and to call folks, both at the company, the project proponent, as well as at the county, talk to the decision makers. I think it's critical to make sure that they allow this open forum for a true dialogue on the pros and cons of the project.
There always will be people that don't like change. They didn't like a stoplight coming into our town or sidewalks. But everywhere progress is being made.
In getting the windmill farm here, there was some controversy, which there should be. People should have debate over if something is right for their community or not. If a community is able to get to that place where they decide it's right for them, it is really an amazing feeling of pride to look up there and know that you're producing clean energy, you're being part of the solution. It really is a thing of beauty. When the sunlight hits those windmills, it changes the scenery, but it changes it not necessarily in a negative way. They're beautiful.